Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Today is Monday. And I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. It's super sunny today. Spring is here, spring is here. How do you think we know? I saw a lamb. That is how I know. I did. I saw some lambs on the way to school this morning. Eek. They're so cute. And the farmer down the road said when his sheep have their little lambs, we can go and see them in the field next door because school will be back soon. Yes, 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 yes. Spring is here, spring is here. How do you think we know? I saw some buds. That is how I know. Now a bud, guys, if you go out to the trees that have got no leaves on them, not like these guys. These guys are evergreens. They never lose their leaves. But if you go out to the trees, you'll see little tiny buds at the end. And that's the start of the new leaves growing. Yes. How is those leaves going to make their food? Does anybody remember? How does a flower make its food from the sun? Photosynthesis. And that is definitely happening today. Look how bright it is. I can't really see the sunny, dark, sunny, dark, sunny, dark, sunny. Love it. So guys, this week we are going to talk about Africa. Yes, and I told you guys the lady was calling me back last week to chat about raising money so we can plant 100,000 trees in Africa. How cool would that be? It's going to be so cool. So when she calls me, she hasn't yet. She's obviously really busy. I will let you guys know. So here's our lovely puzzle. Can you remember the continents, guys? Yeah, you can. Clever little clogs. Joe misses you. North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Antarctica. Don't forget Australia. So today we're chatting about Africa. Africa is the second biggest continent. Looking at my map, guys, which is the biggest continent? Which one looks like the biggest? This look? No, not Australia. Is there a bigger one? Asia. Asia's the biggest continent. And Africa is the second biggest continent. Africa is so big. It's got so many cool things in it. It's got over 50 countries, and that's quite a lot. And at the top of Africa, there's a gorgeous country called Egypt. So that's where we're going to start today. We're going to start in Egypt, and then we're going to work down, and we're going to do some of the countries in the middle of Africa, like the lovely countries that we send the shoe boxes at Christmas. Because some of Africa is quite poor and some isn't. So we're going to start in Egypt and work our way down to the bottom of Africa. I'll just get our little... We're going to start at Egypt up here. And we're going to go all the way down. And we'll go... Oh, down here is gorgeous. It's called Cape Cod. And the little island at the side is Madagascar. So we'll do lovely animals from Madagascar. Now, Egypt. Has anyone ever heard of the country Egypt? It's very, very famous. Well, I tell you what it's very famous for. It's very famous because it's got the pyramids. These are 4,500 years old, maybe even more than that now. And they were built with no diggers, no trucks, no machines. How? Nobody knows how. It's a mystery because nobody is alive now. It was so long ago. So scientists think that the very clever Egyptians made really thick ropes from a papyrus plant. So they made ropes, just like the ropes we would use when we're pulling our tractors and our trailers and having fun, skipping a rope. They wrapped the ropes around the huge big boulder rocks, and that still was a bit hard to pull. So scientists think the clever Egyptians put water in front of the rocks and that helped it move along the sand. How cool. They're so pretty. I have never been to Egypt to visit them, but my friend has. And inside the pyramids, there's drawings all over the walls. That kind of tells us their story. Pictures like this. These guys are pharaohs, and they were the leaders of the land. And there's a really famous pharaoh called Tutankhamun. And his body is in a big case now. He's like a mummy. So that's so cool. And Tutankhamun, let me see if I got my lovely picture of Tutankhamun. He was only 9 when he became the leader. 9! How cool. So drawings like that are all inside the tombs and the Sphinx. And that gives us ideas of the stories they were telling us. You see the Sphinx here? This is the head of a human and the body of a lion. And that was used to bury their bodies in. And then they believed they became gods in the afterlife. Isn't that so cool? I would love to visit there. We would look so small if we were standing beside those pyramids. They're huge. And in Egypt, look, it's so lovely. The Egyptians were like super clever all those years ago. They invented maths and geometry and astronomy, how to look at the stars. And they invented paper, how they can make paper from the papyrus plant. And they invented medicine. So the Egyptians were very helpful to us these days because we use medicine, we use paper, we use maths, we use astronomy. Wow, they were so clever 4,500 years ago. I love it. They had a fabulous leader. Her name was Cleopatra. She was a lovely lady. Look, there's Cleopatra. She was the ruler of Egypt at the time. And look, she's got cheetahs as her little pets. So that's Cleopatra. She's almost like the queen. They called her a goddess. She was the ruler. And in her lovely pyramid picture, does anyone know what animal this is? What's that? A camel. Camels love living in Egypt and the Sahara Desert, actually. Did I show you a cool map of Africa? You remember last week I told you when we were doing the Amazon River that people say the Nile is the longest river. This is where the Nile is. The Nile is in Africa, and it starts up here and it goes down and it enters out into the Mediterranean Sea here. So people think that's the longest river. No, it's not. The Amazon is the longest river. So the Nile is full of cool things though. It's got hippos, crocodiles, snakes. Yes, snakes. Turtles. Speaking of snakes, the most famous snake in Africa is the cobra. Look at him. When he feels threatened, like somebody's going to do something, he stands up and his head comes out like this, ready to attack. I would not like to meet a cobra. Look, he eats other snakes. He eats other snakes. I mean, wow, he's scary. And he eats lizards. He does. Here's another little cobra. He's very venomous, guys. If he bit you, his poison would go inside you and it would not be good. Well, what is his main predator? What likes to eat the cobra? Not many things, but a mongoose. A mongoose is a little mammal who fights with the cobras. Well, I tell you why. Because the mongoose can't get hurt by his venom. He's immune to it. So if the cobra bites a mongoose, the mongoose just goes, that didn't do anything to me. But if it bit us, it would do something to us. So a mongoose, look, I have a picture here of a mongoose fighting with a cobra. That's a mongoose. And look, he is like totally fighting that cobra. Isn't that so cool? He's not one bit afraid because his venom, the cobra's venom, doesn't hurt him. Nothing even happens to him. Maybe the bite might hurt him. So let's have a look at our camels. We all know that camels have humps, don't we? Does anyone know what's inside the humps? A lot of people would think water, but it's not. It's fatty tissue, which converts into water when they go so long in the desert. I mean, look at this. The desert, the Sahara Desert, is huge, and they have to walk for a very long time, like days and nights in the desert. And that's when their humps come in handy, because the humps, their fatty tissue turns into water then for them. Clever. They can go 6 months without food. I can't even go 6 hours, I'm starving. And their thick furry coat, it keeps them nice and insulated when it's too warm. Desert's hot, guys. And their tongues are really long. Wait till you see a camel's tongue. Look at his tongue. He's got a big, fat, juicy tongue. And inside his mouth is all... It's soft but hard at the same time. Because he's the only animal that can eat cactus plant. Have you guys ever seen a cactus plant? I must get us one for school. They're really prickly. You don't want to touch them. And the camel can... With his big tongue and his big lips, he has no bother eating the cactus plant. He's the only animal that could do that. Well, a few others can. Do you want to see a baby camel? Oh, a baby camel's got a calf. Look at him. And camels, guys, have really long eyelashes. Would you know why? Why does he have really long eyelashes? Have a little think. He lives in the desert where there's loads of sand, lots of wind. Yeah, he just closes his eyes and the eyelashes keeps out the sand. Look, because the desert is so hot and it's so dry. They have 3 sets of eyelashes. We have one. Look, 1 set of eyelashes. They have 3, like layers, because it's super hot and it's not nice getting sand in the eyes. And camels can actually run up to 40 kilometers per hour. Your daddy or mummy will show you what that is in the car. Guys, come on, put the foot down, get to 40 kilometers. And another cool thing about camels, you know where your nostrils are? Look, our little nostrils. A camel can completely shut his nostrils so no sand gets up. Without using, he doesn't have any fingers, so he can't do that. So he can completely do it. I can't, without using my fingers. So the cool camel can close his nostrils to keep out the sand. Go on, camel. Now, there's many different types of animals in Egypt. Now, you wouldn't find your giraffes and your lions and your tigers and anything like that. Their animals are slightly different. I mean, look at their cats. Their older cats have these extremely pointy ears. The Egyptian believed that these were magical creatures and they brought them luck. And an Egyptian cat, it still is like an Irish cat. It growls, it hisses, it purrs. They actually spit as well when they're cross. But look at the baby ones. They're so cute. So I was wondering why their ears were so pointy. And I found out that they used to use them for communicating, like talking to each other, by moving their little ears. So that's the Egyptian cat. Magical Egyptian cat. Does anybody know what this animal is? He's an aardvark. He's like an anteater. Can you see his long nose? It's like a pig snout. And he goes along sniffing out all the ants and anything else he could get to eat. Some juicy fat beetles. Yummy. They have a long, long nose that helps them do that. It's about 12 inches is their tongue. Ooh, quite long. And these guys can live to be up to 23 years old. That's the aardvark. They're really cute. The baby aardvark is really, 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 really cute. Look at the baby aardvark. How adorable. Lovely. So that's our gorgeous camels and our aardvarks. Oh, here's another. This guy's sticking out his tongue. Don't stick out your tongue. So our lovely ruler of Egypt, Cleopatra, there's many different art pictures of her. They would have had so much gorgeous gold jewelry and dresses and the guy, Pharaoh, the famous guy, Tutankhamun, this is his body's inside there. And that's so cool. I would love to go to Egypt. My friend did, and they went on a camel. Actually, I forgot to tell you something. I have a license for driving a camel. Well, for riding a camel. Yeah, when I was in Lanzarote, they also have camels. I was on a camel, and he brought me for a big spin, and the man said I was so good at it that he gave me a license for a camel. So cool. Egyptian people dress differently than us guys. Have a look. Their clothes are so much different. You see? There's a lovely Egyptian family there. And people have to do a dance. Walk like an Egyptian. We'll have to do that when we come back to school. Oh, I want to show you inside the tombs. Inside the pyramids. And you'll see all the art on the walls that I was telling you about. Look. See that? See all the art? It's almost, that's the only reason we know what's happened in Egypt 4,500 years ago. Their pictures tell a story. How cool is that? So this is our lovely map of Africa. And it just shows you the top of Africa, which is here. So this is Africa. And all up here, that's where the Sahara Desert is. So cool. I haven't been, but I think I would like to go in Africa. And then I'd also like to go to Madagascar. We will talk about Madagascar one of the days. Today we're doing Egypt. So let's go make some lovely words. I'm going to make the word camel. I think she's so cute. We love a baby camel. Come on, guys. Let's go make the word camel. The sun's gone down a little bit there now. Oh, lovely camel. So cute. Okay, guys. This is our lovely Letterland. Can we say good morning, Letterland? Good morning, Letterland. Can anybody help Joe find C for camel? C. Where's Clever Cat? Good job, C. C. What letter can we find next in camel, guys? C. A. We need A. Can anyone find any apple? Well done. Now we've got C. A. We need to find Munching Mike. Whoop, I see him. There we go, Munching Mike. So we've got C. A. Camel. Oh, did you hear Eddie Elephant? I did too. Camel. C. A. Camel. Let's pick another word, guys, because that was cool. How about this word? Aha! Who we got here? Bouncy Ben. So we need to find Bouncy Ben. And we need to find Eddie Elephant. And we need to find Dippy Duck. Dippy Duck. Whoa! We just built a word. What is that word? Bed. Excellent. Do you want to say good morning to the fish, guys? They were so hungry when I got to school today. Guys, fishy wishy. Say good morning to the kids. They're going to be back at school soon. Where's Captain America? Captain America. Guys, I actually think Captain America knows his name. Because when I called him yesterday, he came up, Captain America. Oh, he's not doing it now. He's probably full because I just fed him. They're so cute, guys. They miss you so much. So let's have a look at our lovely map. Yay! You guys are like learning so much on this map. It's so cool. What did we do last week? We did the Amazon, which is here in South America. This week, whoa, look at how big Africa is, guys. All of this here, look. This is all Africa. Africa is the second biggest continent. That's what we're talking about today, this lovely country, Egypt. So the Nile, the River Nile, comes in here. And it comes out here into the Mediterranean Sea. There's Madagascar. Look, that is a cool, cool island. That's got like all of your like lions, your tigers, your monkeys, your chimpanzees, your gorillas. I love it. And then we'll talk about down here, and we'll talk about in here where our shoe boxes go as well one of the days. And I'll find out of the lady what part of Africa our trees are going to be planted in. So there's our lovely Egypt. And there's another big sea here called the Red Sea. It's actually not red at all. I don't know why they called it that. So that's our lovely map. Let's do our continents. North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Antarctica. Don't forget Australia. You guys are so good at those now. And our lovely New Zealand, which is the first country to see the sunlight. So guys, I really miss you, and we're going to be back soon. I'm going to talk to your mummies later, and we're going to all have a call. We're going to do a Zoom call together this week, and we can see each other. Yay, it'd be so nice. We'll do a little Zoom call because I'm missing you so much. Sorry, the sun is getting really bright now. It's 10:30 in the morning and it's so bright. I love it. So let's have a wee story, guys. I hope you can see it all right with the sun. This story is called The Best Nest. Now, yesterday in my house in Ballymote, I put out a new bird feeder in a different tree across the road, and I love it. It's attracted so many new types of birds. I'm just going to move this way so the sun isn't there. Now, here we go. The Best Nest. It was the day of the Best Nest contest. Little Blue hopped with excitement. I can't wait to get started, she chirped. Look, this is Little Blue. Eagle soared down and he landed on a branch, knocking several birds off it. Eagles are big. Finn Kelly loves eagles, don't you, Finn? I'm going to build a huge palace, and actually I'm going to bring you guys, all of us, on an adventure to Eagles Flying in Ballymote. We'll go, yeah, when school gets back and we're all back to nice, normal lives. Lovely. I'm going to build a huge palace. My nest is going to be the best. Kingfisher was very busy admiring his reflection in the pond. He's a very handsome bird, the Kingfishers. My nest will be beautiful, just like me. You won't win, squawked the parrot. My nest is going to be amazing. Oh, Little Blue began to feel nervous. I'll just try my best. That's the best thing to do. The other birds tweeted and laughed. As soon as the contest started, Eagle zoomed away. He was in such a hurry. He didn't look where he was going. And thump! He flew straight into a haystack. Even though Little Blue was busy with her own nest, she fluttered over to help him. Are you okay? Never mind, I'll help you up, said Little Blue. Then Little Blue noticed all the bright and yellow straw on the floor. She was just gathering it up for her nest when a loud made her jump. It was Parrot and Kingfisher. They were fighting over a flower. Little Blue went to see if she could help. I want it, screeched Kingfisher. But I found it, said Parrot. Feathers flew and the two birds squabbled. Oh no, thinking quickly, Little Blue scooped down. And she picked up some other feathers. These are much prettier than petals, she said. Kingfisher opened his mouth to agree. Ah, Little Blue helped them solve that. With a shriek of delight, Parrot shot into the sky, clutching the flower in her beak. Oh, Kingfisher flapped away. I'll find something even prettier to decorate my nest. Little Blue was so busy helping her friends, she forgot about her own nest. My nest won't be anywhere near as good as the others. I better get to work. It was a paper cup hopping along the ground. Little Blue lifted it up, and there was another little bird. I'm all sticky and glue. Ah, Little Blue held her beak. It's okay. Let's go wash it off in the little pond. So nice. Kingfisher was so pleased his feathers were all fresh again. Then shiny wrappers they found. They'll do nicely, he said. Grabbing the sparkly wrappers, Little Blue finally whizzed over to the nearest tree. Oh dear, it's a funny mix of things, but I'll do my best. I love her nest, look. So nice. In the next tree, it was Eagle. He built a palace. Look, with all his hay. So cool. And in the third was Kingfisher's, and it was full of lovely shiny coloured paper, like a big giant mirror. I think they all did a good job. The most amazing nest of all belonged to Parrot. It had 7 floors. 7? It was all decorated with all the colours of the rainbow. That's our kind of nest, isn't it, guys? Little Blue rushed over, but before she could help Parrot, the whistle blew. Contest over! Stop building, said the judge. Ooh, all the birds were so silent. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? The first prize was handed to Peacock. Eagle, Kingfisher and Parrot were outraged. That's not fair. Then there was a surprise announcement from the judges. The prize for best effort goes to Blue. Yay! A few weeks later, Blue was snuggled in her nest when she heard a tapping sound. It was her eggs, and they were hatching. There isn't room for a trophy anymore. I better move that out. My nest is full of little birds. Aww, they're cute. Look, ladybirds. Keep an eye out for all these guys now. They'll be waking up from hibernation. So cute. The end. And don't forget to keep feeding the wee birdies. So that's our lovely little Africa chat for today, guys. We're doing Egypt. We'll do a different country tomorrow. And I miss you so much. And I'm going to talk to your mummies about doing a Zoom call. We can all see each other this week. Mwah. I love you so much. See you later, alligator. Oh, there's an alligator around here. No, it's a crocodile. Ah!